Hi there, and welcome back to the Call to Cinema. And we're still talking about the Vinegar Syndrome sale, and we will be for a while on here and on the regular channel. It's just the 28th, so that's next week. So if you watched my last video where I talked about the halfway subscriber package, which hopefully you did because it was short, it was concise. We're going to talk about what a VSA is and what a VSU is, because I threw out those letters there in the last video and I really didn't explain them. That's because I wanted to do it here in this one. So in order to do that, let's put on my professor jacket. All the fun stuff. All right. Because nothing says scholarly like a jacket with the Twitch of the Death Nerve t-shirt. All right. So in 2019, Vinegar Syndrome had this hashtag, this VSA. They didn't explain what it was, and they left it to our imagination until the sale came up. But it kind of leaked a little bit early what it was, and some of us guessed. And what it stood for was Vinegar Syndrome Archive. What exactly is a Vinegar Syndrome Archive? Well, more often than not, it's a title that often went but didn't always go straight to video, but were titles that you would more likely have discovered at a rental store as opposed to your local theater. Now, not to say you couldn't have seen one of these in the theater. Some of them actually did have theatrical releases. Not a lot of them, but a few of them did. But there are films that you basically kind of would catch your eye, and they wouldn't be the big films, but in a lot of cases they'd be the more fun films. So how do you package something like that, something to give you like a VHS era type of style to it? Well, what they decided to do was to do these hard box cases and give them like a little slip, like a VHS. Maybe you don't. How would kind of like you take the tape, the cassette out like that. Well, that's how you take the release right here. It would always have two covers, Evil Town right there and right there. They're not all horror. There's horror. There is action. We've had a kind of a biker film sort of on here as well. And by the way, all of these are hand numbered as well. So that's kind of a neat little touch that you get with the Vinegar Syndrome titles. Now, when you take them out, you get the hard box that definitely passes the knock test. But when you open them up, there's a little surprise. Because on the inside of every one of the VSA titles is a poster. And it's not a small poster. MVD Rewind does these kind of like these mini posters, which are really cool, and I actually really like them. But this is a big poster, guys. So this is the poster to Evil Town, and it is, of course, just like the case, it is double-sided, so you can choose your pleasure. I am waiting to put mine up until I actually move, but for now, it stays in here. They usually release these two at a time. I haven't seen any real single releases for any of these titles, and some of them, actually most of them, do go to print. So this one, for instance, which I'm holding in my hand, is out of print. Other titles out of print in this series are Savage Harbor, Vice Academy 1-3, Hellriders, LA Wars, I think, and Action USA for sure. So not too long ago, they just started something else called the VSU. Now, this was an easier one to figure out, though it had a lot of guessing for a while. It's a 4K thing, and which stands really for Vinegar Syndrome Ultra, like ultra high definition. And you might be kind of, if you haven't seen a VSU, but you're familiar with Vinegar Syndrome, you might be thinking, well, didn't they put out some 4Ks before? Are those VSUs as well? No, there's regular 4K editions as well. This is the very, very popular and much sought after title, Rad, which even with like I think 10 or 12,000 copies sold out very quickly on the Vinegar Syndrome website. This movie's got quite the fan base. So this is a regular 4K. This is not a VSU. The VSU definitely is quite the upgrade when it comes to packaging. Probably some of the best packaging for a single release you're going to see. At this point, there's only one VSU out. That's Don Coscarelli's The Beastmaster. But there is a second VSU coming out for the May half of the Black Friday sale, which is Six String Samurai. I'm kind of digging that, and everybody's into it, but let me show you the packaging. So this here, pretty thick, huh? Size of a book, is Beastmaster. And I'll just, as you can see, it has a little thing there, like you would have in a book, like a marking. This here is also magnetic, so this snaps down like that and seals shut. Pretty easy to open up. On the inside, there's interior art on the case, and there's a slip inside of here. So let's take that out. So right here, you can see there's a slip cover with alternate artwork on both sides, and on the inside, you've got your 4K Ultra High Def with the original Beastmaster artwork, and it's got the 4K of Beastmaster. It has a Blu-ray for Beastmaster and a second Blu-ray with some extra bonus features. So it's a 4K and Blu-ray disc. So basically, you're future-proofing yourself. Is there alternate art on this? Let me just peek. Yes, there is, but I'm not going to take it out right now. So we'll just slide this back in, but we're not quite finished, because that's not all that's in the case. There's also this nifty booklet that comes with it as well, and it's pretty thick and kind of cool to look into. This one here is write-ups. It's got like pictures. It's got some amazing art on here. Just look at that. If you're like a fan, especially like a fan like Conan, Robert E. Howard style stuff, you're gonna like really dig some of the artwork that's here. Some of the different like alternate posters and a lot of neat stuff. And just to let you know, the artwork, just they go all out. Look, even the back, which you don't normally see because is given the deluxe treatment. Now these tend to be pricier. Like, just to let you know, kind of right at the gate, these are the pricier titles, but obviously you're paying a premium price for a premium product, and this, my friends, is a premium product, and you can easily tell the difference between a VSU and 4K UHD. There we go. That's a VSA. That's a VSU. Those are not included when you get a subscription. You buy those separately. Now, if you do have a subscription, though, you're going to save 50% off anytime one of these babies comes out, because any ones that you want, and if you're collecting all of them like me, then a 50% savings can be a huge deal. So, and that's pretty much the VSA and the VSU. Hopefully that explains it for you, because it's like 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm kind of tired. So I'll be doing a few more of these down the road. We'll explain some more stuff about the sale, and we'll do these little short mini videos. Hopefully you enjoy these. And I am Aaron. Thank you so much for joining me in the Call to Cinema here tonight, and joining me once again down in my movie library with my water windshield style snowball mic. Hopefully that's been okay. Have a fantastic evening. I will see you hopefully on my next live video, where we can discuss it in more detail. And if you're a Patreon member, every Friday, exclusive video talking about the sale, and we'll also be like shopping together. See you soon, guys, and have a wonderful evening. There. 28th. It's coming quick.